Hey all, Matt here with Cat Bonsai, and I'm just out scouring around trying to find some nice wood for Tanuki projects. So figured I'd bring you along with me first on our search for the wood, and then go through getting the wood ready to be used and just see what all we can come up with, you know. So if I don't make great eye contact with you through this video, that's because I'm looking around as I'm going. I'll end up flipping the camera around here in a little while so that you can also look with me and we can go see some things. We're going to be rolling from shade to sunlight to shade to sunlight, just everywhere. So that should be pretty great. We got Corporal Brown down here. He's being a goofball again. He likes to just jump up and try to tackle me all the time as I'm walking around, but it's fun. It's fun. He's having a good day, so we'll let him do his big old tackles all the time that he does. Yeah, so I have a plan for a Tanuki project. I was talking it over with some of the guys, and I want to do 3 Mame Tanukis. Now, all 3 of them are going to be a little bit different as far as the treatments go. For one of the treatments, I'm looking to do just your basic lime sulfur. Just treat the wood with lime sulfur, and that's how that one's going to go. So the hard part is, if you want to stick around and see the end progress, that means we're looking probably like 25-30 years down the road to see which one lasts the longest. But basically what I'm doing is running 3 different types in order to 3 different treatments in order to figure out which one will be the best suited for the longevity of your Tanuki deadwood that you're mounting your live tree to. So like I said, first one, lime sulfur. Second one, I'm going to torch the wood. So basically just flame it all up and see what happens with it. Hope for the best there. Isn't that what we always do? Hope for the best. And then the last one, honestly, all I'm going to do is I'm going to end up lime sulfuring the top half, and for the bottom half I'm going to not the bottom half, but the part that's going to be underneath the, man, my brain is drawing a blank, soil. The part that's going to be underneath the soil is going to end up having a tar coating on it in order to try to more or less just hide it all off from the water that's underneath the soil every time we water. So that's my plan with that. Hopefully you all will find this interesting and stick around with me through it. I think that it could be a lot of fun. Let's see. I think the tricky part is going to be keeping it at that small size. That's going to be the tricky part. So it's basically, the piece of deadwood that we use will probably have like a little curve in it, but I mean, other than that, other than a little curve, I'm thinking we're mostly going to have a pretty straight piece. We're not going to have anything that's going to be all branched out and stuff, because honestly, by the time I got into those branches, it would probably end up just splitting off anyway. So, not splitting off, but literally breaking. It would break off by the time I was able to get into it. So I'm just back in the woods right now, looking around, trying to find a few nice pieces of deadwood. I guess the question for you would be, if you were doing this, would you specifically try to go with like a pine type of wood, or would you use any type of hardwood that you can get your hands on? Because my thought is, pine's normally pretty soft, so that may not be such a great thing. But then I've got other woods on my property that are a lot harder, such as the Kentucky coffee bean. I guess the big thing is going to be my carving skills better be pretty freaking good, right? Because I want to make this look super nice. So maybe I'll take almost like a thicker piece of Kentucky coffee bean and I'll end up whittling it. So not whittling, I'll end up carving it out to see if I can get the look of a miniature tree stump, more or less, and then I'll do the wrap through there. Just an idea. I'll show you where I'm at right now. Give me 1 second. Alright, so we're back in my wood portion right now, where I've got this one section where there's just a bunch of brush and stuff piled up. I figured this would be a pretty good spot to come to because some of this wood's been laying back here being weathered for years, but it's up off the ground, so it's not having the moisture and everything in it. It's just pretty much getting weathered out naturally in the air. Don't mind me as I just cruise around through here. I thought I heard something behind me. That's not always a pleasant sound when you're out in the woods and then all of a sudden you hear something moving, but it's behind you. Kind of makes you wonder what's going on. Look, now I'm back in my goat's pen. I think they're all hiding inside today though. None of them are out to play. So this is their area over here. This is where they run around and have a blast and supposedly eat the grass that they don't eat. But that brings us back over here to another section of nice wood here. So this right here would be one of the Kentucky coffee beans. That's one of their branches right in here. That, I know it looks thin because it's about the width of my thumb, but my thought process on this is that I am looking for mame size material, which means that's actually really thick. Really thick for what I'm getting myself into. If I was to take this piece, sorry, I'm gonna try to get it up close so you can see it, right? So if I was to take this piece right here and I cut it right in this area, okay, then this piece goes away completely. So now we've got this nice curve that's going to run up and over. All right, and then we may be able to get a little bit of a whittle of a branch. No, we wouldn't. Sorry guys, I thought it was a good idea, but reality set in. Then we have this little piece right here, which has more of a natural taper to it. So I'm gonna hold on to this one. This one might be a doable piece that we can get multiple pieces out of. So we'll grab that one. Then we'll do some more walking around here. And the coffee bean, when it was all cut down, it was healthy too. So there's not that concern of having excessive amounts of bugs or anything like that in there. I will end up taking off all the bark and all that though, and just getting it down to the bare wood underneath. And I tell you what, that is going to be a doozy of work. Sorry, I'm just checking out some more of the dead wood over here to see if there's anything else super interesting. I don't really think so at the moment, honestly. Actually some fairly large trunks over there, which is crazy. I must have had the kids put them in the wrong spot, because that should be firewood. Alright, so I know that wasn't super entertaining, but I think we've got it. We're going to end up using this piece right here and get it cut down into the shapes that we want. We'll cut down into the lengths we want, and then we'll end up shaping it with either an air die grinder or a Dremel. We'll see how hard this has gotten, because it can get really hard and it's really difficult to work with. But for the time being, I would say part one's good. We have our harder wood that we're going to be working with, and we should be good to go. Let's see. Maybe. I'll have to check it out a little bit more. I just broke it to see if how dry it is. Huh, I put you right up in my face. Okay, so I broke it to see how dry it was, but we can all see that. That's an interesting little core through there, right? Oh, pretty. But we're not going to be working from this end. We're going to be working from the other end where it's a lot thicker. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, stick around for part 2 when we are going to begin the treatment of the wood and getting everything ready to go. Also, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, share it. That really helps me out and I appreciate it. If you enjoy my content, you should subscribe to my channel. And if you really enjoy my content, you should hit the bell notification so you get notified every time I release a new video. Thank you.